Hi guys, this is Alicia Joya. I'm here to give you a couple updates. I actually flew to two parts of the United States over the week. And I flew to Northern California to work on something I'm very passionate about. I can't really tell you exactly where, but I can say this, that I'm actually been working on an anti-cancer treatment. And as you guys know about me, I'm an herbalist. I dabble in chemistry, electronics, poetry, you name it, I dabble in it. My mother calls me the Renaissance girl, so so basically I dabble in a little bit of everything. And and then I flew into like semi-East Coast area. I had a couple job interviews and I met a couple potential roommates out there, and the streets there, shit. They are so confusing, but like barely anybody is on there, and a lot of trees everywhere. The place is beautiful. It's hot and muggy, but it's not really that bad as people told me this place was going to be. So, when I first arrived there, I actually had my first job interview as I was getting my rent-a-car. Yeah, because I was actually late getting off the plane. We had a little bit of delay, and so I missed my job interview by 30 minutes. And so they were gracious enough to allow me to have a job interview on the phone because I already faxed my resume. And then I got my rent-a-car and I drove around, got a little lost, drove around a certain spot, and let's just say, yeah, I drove around. I can't really say what, but yeah, I drove around, and the closure is finally complete. The cheater will be repaid back. Yeah. So I'm not, I guess I just wasted 2 years. Huh. Yeah, I was upset, but I'll be fine. If you're kind of wanting to know what I'm talking about, only people that really know what I'm talking about. Anyways, also another thing that's going on is that I had drove around. I met a couple of my potential roommates. One place stands out. It's right on the water. I could literally go fishing. I had choice of anywhere between 1 and 3 rooms for the same price. The guy's really sweet and kind. He made me this big, huge ass banner for me and my son. It was so sweet. And he drove me around to do my other job interview, and he drove me around so I could see the other potential roommates and stuff like that. And he opened up the door for me. He's old enough to be my dad, and he was so sweet, so kind. I don't think I've ever seen a gentleman, like that before, you know what I mean? He's just like a dad, He was like talking to me. We had a good ass time, and it's as if I've known him for years. Well, the other thing that ended up happening is that I was supposed to do another job interview and I ended up missing it. Another job interview. So as I had to go to the airport, they actually met me at the airport, and I was ready to go for my other job interview right there at the airport. They were graciously on a Sunday to have me have a job interview at the airport because I already faxed my resume and everything and all my qualifications. Sorry guys, I'm actually really sick right now. I had lost my voice for a couple of days. That's why I didn't do a vlog like right when I got in on Sunday night. Also, there's cigarette smoke coming in this way, so I'm like, choking a little. Anyway, So I got back, and I have a lot of decisions to make if I'm going to be doing these jobs, if I'm going to get the jobs or not. And then I got back, and I got an email from a couple of friends of mine back in Hollywood and back in Santa Monica. They want to rework with me again over my freestyle. They've been watching me on YouTube apparently, and they saw a couple of my my raps. But I gotta work on my vocals and all that stuff. I have a lot to work on, and so I may be freestyling with them up in the studio, and we may be recording right then and there, and working on the demo tapes again like we did 8 years ago. So to make a long story short, everything's like kind of falling into place, and you know, things are doing really good, and you know, it's just like but right now I'm a bit pissed about something that happened when I was there. You know, I drove around to somebody's house, and I discovered that they're still seeing their person after they told me they weren't even there. And then after the breakup, not even 2 weeks, already moved on. So I wasted 2 years, you know? Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. But nothing is sweeter than revenge. I got so much. But what to do with this information that I have? I have so much power. I can destroy everything. But right now my main focus is, you know, being the best mother I could be right now, and you know, working on my vocals, and you know, my teeth, and my friends and my family, and if I get these jobs, I'm going to be moving pretty soon. And one company is going to pay for my full trip. They're going to pay for the cats to be moved, all my stuff to be moved, me and my son to be physically moved, and they're going to pay for a year of a rent for me wherever I decide to stay at, and any other like utilities that come with it. So you know, I may end up being covered for a full year, and then I get paid $60,000 starting at this particular job. $60,000, and then plus I get bonuses on top of that, and then on top of that I get room for growth to being up to like 450. And once I reach the 450 level, I get even more bonuses on top of that. So as I'm waiting for all these callbacks, I'm working on my Melaleuca business, and you know, really, you know, trying to trail and kick some ass about that. So there's a lot going on, guys. A lot that's going on. You guys have no idea. A lot that's going on. A lot of really good things, and one majorly bad thing, but all the rest is good. So I'm not really going to focus on that one particular bad thing. I'm going to be focusing on nothing but good things. So when I rise and I rise and I rise, everybody who's ever been there for me will be rising with me. People who were not there for me, I don't know them. I have amnesia of them. Who are you again? I don't know you. I don't care if you've been, you know, in my life for 25 years and all of a sudden you decide to just up and leave. You know? If you're not going to be there for me in my worst time, you're not going to be there for me in my best time. It's, you know, plain and simple. Plus, I also, when I was in this one particular place down south, I actually saw another friend of mine, and she was actually she actually moved there from here to start her life all over there, and she wanted me to be her roommate too. So I saw her butt too, and I mean, it was fine and everything. All these, you know, all these people are so nice there, except for one particular individual. I won't name names, but the people were nice. This old guy. Okay, this old guy, I mean, he looked like he had like barely any teeth and all. He looked like he hadn't washed his hair in days. He was the sweetest guy ever. He was buying like a 12-pack of beer and a couple of sodas, and he was so sweet. He was like, "Hello, pretty lady." I was like, "Whoa, these people are really different out here." Very friendly. The girl at that one gas station was so sweet. She's like, "If you need a place to stay, don't forget to come back here to the store and I can hook you up." I was just like, wow, really? People would do that there? But if they were here, people like be closing their doors and slamming doors in your face and telling you to fuck off. And I mean, I actually like this place, despite of the one bad thing that happened. I have a lot of really good things going on out there, but I'm personally torn. I'm personally torn. I want to take my dojo with me and my senseis with me and all the kids from the dojo with me and all my friends and family with me, so that way I wouldn't be so torn, because I don't want to leave all that behind. I worked for, let me see, nearly 5 years on my black belt already, and I have a chance to ruin that if I leave. And I'm really torn because I really love where I train. I love my senseis. I love my dojo family. I love my family here. I love my friends here. I have a lot of friends here. Where I'm going is just one friend and potential new friends where I'm going to be living at. Because I make friends pretty easy. I also make enemies just as easy too. Because I don't put up with people's shit. I'll fly 2,500 miles just to tell you off to your face. Especially if I've been accused of something I didn't do. Oh yeah. Yeah, I will. And I have. Anyways, sorry about the noise here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm getting ready to start selling a whole bunch of my stuff. Being very aggressive about it. I just might donate it and just ask for a write-off, a tax write-off, and then just be done with it. You know what I mean? No need to have to keep all this extra crap, and I just want to be able to take enough, taking a small U-Haul, and maybe rent a small U-Haul, but it will cost a lot just to refill on the gas and stuff like that, and the hotel and all that stuff. But anyways, I really liked one particular place at this this town. It was really beautiful. I'll post some of the pictures up. I'm not going to post pictures with my potential roommate in it. But it was absolutely beautiful. There's love bugs there. We don't have love bugs here. But I really like one of my potential roommates. He's very sweet, very kind. And he wants to sell the house, you know, that I'll probably be staying in. But you know what he said? He said something very kind. He's like, even if you don't have another place to stay and I sell this place, I want to take you with me, you and your son and your daughter, you know, and give you a place to stay until you could find your own place. Because I'm not going to leave you, you know, high and dry, especially moving so far just to come out here to change your life. Because people who know me, and he's got a chance to see that I'm really thirsty for positive change in my life, and I've been stagnant for a couple years, you know, so he knows. So my next couple of posts will be like the tunnel there. I went through this long ass tunnel, and it looked like I was going through the warp of like Star Wars. It was rad. And I showed my son on the way back this tunnel, like the video of it. My son was like, whoa, this is cool. I want you guys to see it. I'm going to paste the two. I have one going in the tunnel one direction and another the tunnel the other direction. It's really cool. You guys are going to go, wow, that's awesome. But I'll splice them together And I'll include some music in the background because you can hear me and one of my potential roommates talking, and he's driving me around to my job interviews and stuff. So anyway, this is Lisa Joya. Thank you guys for hearing this update, and I love you guys. Thank you guys for your love and support. You guys have no idea how much that's, you know, been helping me out more than you know. This is Lisa Joya. I am signing out. Mwah! Love you guys.